Hey, what's up everybody? It's your guy Pokiwizard coming back at you with another excellent VGC content video. I am so excited to be here. Today we're going to be using this absolutely fantastic Galarian Moltres with Weakness Policy and Assault Vest Metagross team. For support mons, we've got Sylveon, we've got Grimmsnarl, we have Support Spectrier, and we've got Tapu Fini. We've been having a really good time running this team. I think today's going to be the last time that we're utilizing this team. I used this team to get to Master Ball, but to be honest, it has been really underserving me now that I'm here in Master Ball. Just a lot of checks to this team, and you know, I gotta be honest, I haven't been playing it very well. But we're gonna get in here, we're gonna see if we can't pick up a couple of wins this last usage today, and then next week, or tomorrow actually, we're just gonna be trying out some all kinds of cheesy fun stuff. Alright, so we're looking at maybe Crit Kiss, they got Urshifu, they have an Intimidator, ooh, Boltbeak. Okay, Boltbeak is really bad for us here. So, I want to Airstream that for sure, right? And then, just to get my speed, you know. I probably won't actually Airstream that mon. Snorlax, that's interesting. It could be G-Max Snorlax and replenish everybody's berries. They got a couple of possible berry users there. And Whimsicott. So we definitely want Metagross. And okay, so this is what I think we should do. I think we should bait them by going Spec Moltres, and then we're going to bring Metagross Grimm in the back for late game maxing. Now, I could be wrong in doing that, but if we see Incineroar turn 1, we're going to try to Will-O-Wisp that Dracozolt. We're going to try to get that Incineroar off the board before we can bring Metagross and Grimm in. And then we're going to get our screens up and then start Steel Spiking and Quaking. Alright, so we're looking at Whimsicott, Incineroar. So, we led pretty good here. We led pretty good. Now, what can they do? They can Tailwind. What else are we looking at? I mean, they could, like, you know, do the turn 1 lower strats, so like Fake Tears, Baby Doll Eyes, stuff like that. I think that I'm okay with going for turn 1 Taunt onto this Incineroar so he can't Parting Shot me. And I'm gonna Nasty Plot. Ooh. I'm actually going to Protect. Because they could fake me out, which is probably what they're trying to do here. And then we're going to try to go for a Nasty Plot next turn. Yep, Fake Out comes out. I'm going to taunt you, so you can't Parting Shot this next turn. You can only Flare Blitz or Hard Switch. Moonblast into Moltres. That was just not the move, because I'm Weakness Policy over here. Okay, so now we're going to taunt Whimsicott. Do we want to go for... I don't think we want to try Nasty Plotting. I don't think I want to max here either. We're just going to Air Slash that Whims, because we don't want to max here. Oh, okay, so they taunt us, so we can't get our taunt off, which is why I did not Nasty Plot. Even though I could have, because they went ahead and hit Moltres. Okay, there's the Sash. And let's see, Darkest Lariat into Spec, proccing our Sash as well. Totally cool. Alright, so here's what we want to do now. We are going to Shadow Ball into Incin. We're going to Air Slash into Incin. Because we need to get that Incineroar off the board, that's what we want. And if they take out Spectrier here, we can bring in Grimm, start doing screens. Okay, Whimsicott protects. That's beautiful. I thought they were running Protect Incineroar. That would have been crazy. Alright, we get our Shadow Ball off. does like less than 20%. We're about to get our air slash off. We might flinch. That would be cool. Proc their berry, so we don't get instant off the board here. They're gonna Lariat Spectrier, maybe? We'll see. Oh, but we get that flinch. Okay, that's beautiful for us. So, what can we do here? We're gonna Snarl to get that Whims off the board. And we're gonna air slash over here. That covers for any special attacking switch-ins, which I think is what we're gonna see right here. We'll see maybe Dracozolt. Okay, that's perfect. We snarled, so we're good to go. Love that for us. Okay, so we might end up maxing Moltres here. I mean, it seems like the thing to do. Okay, let's get this air slash off. And we do pick up the KO. Okay, that's perfect for us. So great game one so far, anyway. Nobody's maxed yet, so we'll see what happens here. I feel like... Okay, so we snarled. Oh, okay, here's that Snorlax. Here's that Snorlax. Do we... Let's think about this. Do we snarl again? I actually think that what we do here is I think they have to G-Max here, right? So I think what we do here is, well, no, because then they'll hit us with a fairy move on Grim, and we'll get clobbered. So we're going to Will-O-Wisp Snorlax. And should we Nasty Plot, or should we Protect? I feel like we should Protect, because they're going to maybe max fairy move into... Yeah, we're just going to this is very passive. Okay, no maxing. That's great. So they're probably going for Curse, maybe? Are they going for Curse right now? I feel like this is a Curse Lax set. Okay, but we totally got Will-O-Wisp off, which is great, because Will-O-Wisp does not always hit. I've actually considered, like, running, what is it called, Wide Lens? Okay, Iron Head, beautiful. So we get our free Grim switch in here. And... do I even need Grim Switch here? I feel like, no, we definitely go Grim Switch here. And Light Screen into Reflect. At this point, they're -1 on Togekiss and they're burned on Snorlax. Like, what are they going to do, you know? So, Light Screen. Do we just Light Screen Fiery Wrath here? Even if they max Starfall into Moltres, I don't think it kills, because, I mean, through Light Screen and... Okay, let's make sure we got Light Screen up. And let's just Fiery Wrath. Playing this real patient. Yeah, I don't think they kill Moltres, and then I think we get our Policy proc. Because they do outspeed, right? But we're about to get Light Screen off. And Snorlax, they do like nothing. It could Curse up, you know, but that's going to take so long. And without the max power, it's just not doing nothing. We get Reflect off next turn. Okay, Fiery Wrath goes first. Excellent. So we might get that flinch on Snorlax. Does nothing. Okay, they know not to proc Weakness Policy. Airstream does nothing. So we're just going to sit here. We are absolutely just going to sit here about this. Okay, Iron Head coming through. Doesn't even come close. Oh, and they crit. That was a crit, too. That's hilarious. Alright. So this turn, we're just going to pop Reflect. We're going to Nasty Plot just for fun. Maybe Protect was the move here, but we'll see. I'm really not worried about it. And then I guess we could Spirit Break that Togekiss next turn. Okay, Starfall into Grim. Totally cool. Okay, so I'm glad we got that Reflect off. And they crit that too. This is probably crit kiss, but geez, man, 2 crits in a row. The RNG that I see in this game, oh my gosh. That's freaking hilarious. Okay, but we get nasty plot off, so that's cool. Okay, double edge. What, are you gonna crit me? That would have been hilarious. Alright. So now we just go Metagross, and, like, there's nothing they can do about it. So here's what I'm thinking. We still want... They can still, like, crit us and stuff, right? Is this weakness policy Togekiss? I mean, we saw that double crit, right? It's probably Scope Lens. That would be so funny, though, if I just played right into this. So let's just get this Snorlax off the board. And you know what? They're probably going to try to Starfall Moltres right now, right? That's their move. So we're going to protect Moltres, trying to get that Snorlax off the board, and trying to get our weakness policy and our Berserk proc. Because, I mean, they definitely don't KO through protect. Oh, okay. That's fine. The DQ, we take those. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Hilarious. Alright, well, hey, that was a great game 1. I'm super stoked about that. I don't think there was anything in particular that we could have done better there, especially because we hit our Will-O-Wisp, so... That's been the bane of this team. If Spectrier doesn't hit its status moves, oh my gosh, like a missed Snarl, or a missed Will-O-Wisp, it's lame, man. It's bad. Or if Moltres never gets... If I don't bring Metagross and Moltres never gets procced, or I don't get Nasty Plot off, the damage is super underwhelming, so... Anyway, yeah, it was Scope Lens. Oh, Pokerest, Togekiss. Love it. Okay, Scope Lens, plus attack. Interesting. What are you running on this? Oh, okay. That's weird. I don't know why you would do that. You should be plus special attack for sure, right? That's super weird. Maybe they just couldn't change it. They don't have, like... Anyway. We have a Metronome Urshifu. Okay. It boosts moves you can use consecutively, but only until a different move is used. I've never seen Metronome Urshifu. That's crazy. It's G-Max. Water. Crazy. Alright, so... And it's plus special attack. This person didn't have their stuff together here. We're very low ladder on Master Ball. That's crazy. Jolly. Okay, Parting Shot. Fake Out, Flare Blitz, Darkest Lariat, very standard. Excuse me, Citrus Berry. And, man, I can't believe they didn't bring Dracozolt. We would have been in a much... I mean, it's good against... Yeah, it has a ground move. It has Bolt Beak. It would have been good against both of our max options. Belly Drum Snorlax. We should have seen that. Where was that? I Will-O-Wisped you. Jesus. Where was Belly Drum? Are you wearing a Salt Vest or something? That's always so funny when... I've done that before, guys. When you go into, like, a Showdown set and you forget to change your item and you have, like, Protect on your Landorus, AV Landorus, and you forgot to take Protect off and replace it with U-Turn. I've definitely done that. Alright, well, hey, that was an interesting team. They definitely don't have their Mons EV'd correctly. Which is fine, you know? Lots of people don't know about it or don't have access to it. And we're super low Master Ball ladder here. Like I said before, we got into Master Ball with 24-8 win rate. So that's 4 wins to every 1 loss, if I'm doing my math correctly there. And now we're dead even. 36 wins, 36 losses in Master Ball. People know about this team, right? It's the top team on the laddering options on Victory Road. So, you know, I'm getting red pretty hard, and I'm running into some really crazy stuff. Like, Unburden Hawlucha off of Tapu Koko Electric Terrain, and Hawlucha's holding Electric Seed. Like, that's awesome, and I don't know how to beat that. I actually think, now that I'm remembering, I think we won that match, but I could be wrong. Okay, so we got wins, okay, so Double Grass, interesting. Double Grass, we see a Blacephalon, we see a Darmanitan, Lele, so they got that Psychic Terrain, interesting. We gotta remember that. Psychic terrain. Gotta remember that. And, Xurkitree. You don't see Xurkitree very much. So I'm definitely willing to bet that they're bringing that Xurk. For sure. I don't really like Moltres here because they have fast ice and they have fast electric. So if we can get Airstreams off, that's great, but I don't think that's what's up. And Darmanitan can have no, but we don't care about that. Alright, let's just go Grim Metagross, do exactly what this team is meant to be doing, and let's bring Sylveon Spectrier in the back. Sylveon is going to be super hard to deal with, I think, for my opponent, just because under screens it's absolutely impossible to kill unless you have, like, stab crits. You know what I mean? Like, it gets crazy. And it's holding the Beery, so even if you got a Steel move over there, we're taking one of them, you know? Alright, so we definitely led correctly here. Definitely led correctly. What can they do? What can they do to me? They can fake out Grim. They can fake out Grim. I mean, regardless of whether or not they fake out Grim, did they have, I should have paid attention to this. Do they have a flying type over there? We can see that. They do not. So we're Max Quaking right in your face. I don't care who you switch in. They might have Air Balloon, maybe. And we're going to force Fake Out, maybe. Or we can go into Spec. Let's just go into Spectrier. Because they're going to Fake Out. Maybe this was the wrong play, but I don't really care. If we can get Spec in on this Fake Out, even if they doubled into Grim, if they Fake Out, it's not going to work, and then they're going to bring us down to Sash, and then we're going to get a Snarl off next turn. Now, they could Tailwind this next turn, but honestly, I'm not even worried about it. It's fine. Totally fine. I think we just one-shot this thing with Max Quake, right? It is faster. I mean, I wonder what they could possibly be doing. I know Xurkitree gets some really crazy moves. Like, Xurkitree has a really great Dazzling Gleam, you know? Use that in, like, Showdown singles to get, like, single target AoE damage. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. When we're maxing it up here, they probably went into Fake Out into Grim, so I ain't even tripping about it, you know? Okay, no Fake Out. Gleam. So they might get my Spectrier here. They might get my Spectrier here. Okay, no, they Max Lightning into my AV Metagross. I don't know, Chief. I don't know. It wasn't holding Air Balloon, right? Okay, no, we're good. I got scared that I missed it. I was like, oh no. Okay, totally cool. Alright, so I'm expecting a Tailwind here, to be honest. But we're gonna pick up a KO on this Xurkitree regardless. Yeah, we don't even need to Snarl, so I'm just gonna taunt this Whimsicott. We're gonna pick up a KO on the Xurkitree, and we'll just give him Spectrier, because we don't even need Spec. I don't think and, you know, we still get to bring, yeah, so we see the Tailwind come out. I literally don't care. Max Lightning into Spec. It's going to pick up that KO, but that's totally cool with us. Because now we're at +2 special defense. Who did they have in the back that can hit me for physical damage? But we're going to get Grim in here for a Reflect anyway. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, trade Spec for Zerk. Love it. I love it when you get to trade your secondary. Oh, thanks for that crit, game. That super mattered. Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. Alright, so I have Sylveon. What should I do here? I feel like I need to go for screens, right? Because I have one more turn of Dynamax. I don't know what they're bringing out here. We'll see. We'll see. I can't believe honestly, I'm still thinking about this. Our first opponent DQ'd, and I still think they could have done something. They didn't have to DQ right there. Maybe they just felt the inevitability. The inevitability of that armors. Whatevs. Alright, so we see Darmanitan come out here, so I'm glad we went Grim, because now we're going to get a Reflect Up. And should I Rock Fall or Steel Spike? I'm going to Rock Fall. I guess I could Steel Spike and boost our defense. And then we're going to Reflect over here. I don't even care about that Whimsicott. We're going to Bullet Punch that thing next turn. Yeah. We're just going to get our boosts here. Because Metagross definitely wants boosts. Flare Blitz Darmanitan? That's crazy. That's freaking crazy. Okay, well... Oh. Okay, cool. Dang, man, that was crazy. Flare Blitz Darmanitan. That's crazy that it can learn Flare Blitz. I know, I totally get that it has, like, Zen mode or whatever, and then it gets a little fire on top of its head or whatever, but I think that's so dumb that an Ice type can learn Flare Blitz. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. You're gonna melt yourself, you know? Like, there's so many mons that should get moves that make perfect sense for them to get with, and so Darmanitan coming out here with frickin', that's just so dumb. Alright, so this turn we have Electric Terrain up, and we have, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Bullet Punch Whimsicott. Bullet Punch Whimsicott. Spirit Break Blacephalon? Let's think about this. We get Thunder Wave Blacephalon, and then Spirit Break it next turn. Blacephalon is Ghost Fire. What am I missing here? It's Electric Terrain. I'm not missing anything. Let's do this. If we can get this Thunder Wave off, it'll be dope. Okay, Bullet Punch brings down the Sash. So I'm so positive. Okay, we hit Thunder Wave. Excellent. We love that for us. If we get that full para, that would be sick. I don't think we will. Not very effective. Oh, we get that full para. All right, let's go. Okay, so do we outspeed Nair was the question. Let's Stomping Tantrum, and let's Spirit Break over here. Just, you know, just in case. I think we outspeed if it's paralyzed. We'll see, though. We'll see. Maybe it doesn't. But maybe they can get paralyzed again. I got paralyzed 3 times in a row recently. That was very upsetting. Oh, man. I love this game. Okay, gets the Dazzling Gleam off. Gets the KO on Grimmsnarl. I mean, if Blacephalon is being outsped by Whims. Oh, but it's under Tailwind. I forgot about Tailwind. Oh, I think we just lost. I should have Bullet Punched. That's all good, though. We got Sylveon under Screens. Oh, but it's Beast Boost now. We'll see. We'll see. That was a misplay on my part. Oh, it's Life Orb, Beast Boost. Okay, but Tailwind just petered out. Ooh, I should have Bullet Punched. That was a total misplay on my end. Alright, alright. Electric Terrain is gone now, though. I think we just start Hyper Voicing. You know what? We're going to rely on our Screens and our super high special defense right now. And we're going to Mystic Fire this Blacephalon. And then we're just going to start Hyper Voicing. Ugh, I totally threw there. I should have Bullet Punched. should have bullet punched. That's all good. It's all good. Oh my gosh, does so much. Yeah, that's game. We ain't coming back from that. We are not coming back from that. That's it. What could I have done differently? I mean, I really think I should have bullet punched that Whimsicott right there. That was a big misplay. I should have checked, and I should have known that Tailwind was up. I mean, it would have been up anyway because they could have just Tailwinded it again. So that was a big misplay on my part. I think we might have been able to win if I had gotten that bullet punch off. Oh, okay, but we get that para. That's cool. We can still RNG our way out of this, right? Okay. We need double paralyze. That's what we need. We'll see, we'll see. Double para all across the sky. Double para, we don't get it. Shadow Ball. GG to my opponent there. Excellently played. I really think that we would have had that wrapped up if I had not thrown that game. So that's definitely my bad. And see, I'm seeing that issue a lot with this team. I gotta be honest, where it really feels like we're snowballing, and it feels like we're gonna pick up the win, and then all of a sudden, at the end of the game, it just like slips out from our hands. And I think that that's mostly my fault as a player, but I think that maybe I could be playing better. And also, well, no, I already said that. That's my fault as a player. I need to play as well as I can. But I also think that this team, it kind of struggles from that. Especially when I have Moltres out there. Moltres has all my friends with Dead Syndrome so bad when you don't play it right. Which, once again, that's my issue. So, yeah, we could have bullet punched. We could have saved Spectrier, maybe. Yeah, how did they kill Spectrier? They used an interesting move to kill Spec. It was single target, so I think that we could have just brought Grim in right there. And then we would have had Spectrier for Blacephalon in the back. Alright, we're looking at Venacol. We're looking at a possible Defiant user, so we need to remember that. They got Lightning Rod over there with Togedemaru. We're looking at Urshifu. We're looking at Galarian Zapdos. Interesting. Alright, so I've been dealing with Venacol by going Grim Moltres and Thunder Waving Venusaur, but it's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a little sweaty. And I have a feeling we're gonna see this Thundurus turn 1. What happens if I just go Grim Metagross? What happens is we get G-Max Vine Whipped and Eruptidon. If we don't one hit, if we don't OHKO that Torkoal, right? So interesting. Yeah, that's really big for my opponent there. And we don't want to bring in Sylveon. Alright, I guess I'm going with the same exact team. So, but we're just going to go Grim Metagross. If they lead Venacol, which they probably will, we're going to be in a bit of a pickle, but we'll see if we can win it. I guess we could Max Quake Venusaur. No, but we need that turn 1 Torkoal KO, right? Wish we had Helping Hand on this team. That would be really good. Okay, Togedemaru and Zapdos. Interesting. Alright. Is it weakness policy? And do I care? So we're gonna reflect turn 1 for sure. And Steel Spike? Togedemaru doesn't get follow me. It does like nuzzle lightning rod strats. It's basically just like different Raichu. I've seen some crazy stuff with Togedemaru. Like, you give it berry juice, and I think it gets sturdy, so you can't OHKO it in the berry juice because its HP is like so minimal. So if it's not lightning rod, it's sturdy, you know? We'll see though, we'll see. I wonder what this Zapdos is doing. Maybe max knuckling into Grim? And they're gonna get an attack boost, we're gonna get Reflect Up, and then we're gonna Steel Spike and get a defense boost. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens here. We're 1-1 right now. I'm not really happy about that first win though, because that was just a DQ. I really feel like my opponent could have brought that out, you know? Okay, Fake Out into Grim, makes sense. So they're gonna try to get that Grim off the board, right? Okay, into Max Airstream. Okay, Grim's not off the board. So that's totally cool. This is special Zapdos, right? Or, I'm sorry, physical Zapdos. They aren't... You don't run special... yeah, that does so much. We'll see, we'll see. Okay. We could T-Wave it. We definitely well, no, we can't, because it could be Lightning Rod, right? Okay. Well, we're just gonna Reflect. And Steel Spike it again. I think that's totally fine. Papa Reflect. I really hope that it's physical, because I'm gonna be real upset. Yeah, Max Knuckle. Alright, we see Max Knuckle come out. Doesn't pick up the KO. That's totally cool with me. He's probably gonna like nuzzle Metagross or something. Get that attack boost. Okay, nuzzle on Metagross. Please don't para. Oh, yes, okay, we get Steel Spike off. That's really good for us. And that's within KO range here. Do I want to save Grim in the back? Okay, we're going to Spirit Break the Zapdos. And do I want to Max Quake Togedemaru? That's my question here. Pokemon. Does Spirit Break even KO? That's the other thing that I'm asking myself. So, what are they going to do here? They're going to Max Knuckle into Grim, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to swap into Spec. Yeah, I like that play. It covers for everything. Swap into Spec. Max Steel Spike Zapdos again. Whatever. Okay, so I hope they Max Knuckle into Grim, because then we get a denial. Max Knuckle into Metagross, though. Okay, that was a good play. That was a good play. And it makes sense, too, you know, because Togedemaru can probably take out Grim from this. It probably has Iron Head or something. Zing Zap, okay. Totally cool. And we don't get Para. We hit through Para. That's great for us. We still have Grim in the back, so we're going to get a light screen up if we need it. And if they only brought physical attackers, we're just like set. We can also Snarl here. So that's really good for us. And it's AV Metagross. See, that the synergy there is like really good, because you're, you know, boosting your defenses with your stab moves. And Grim is putting up screens. You're already Assault Vest, so, you know, it just works really well. I would really appreciate if this person, okay, they bring in Torkoal. That's interesting. No speed boost or anything, though. I wonder if they have Venusaur in the back. I feel like we should save Metagross. What we are going to do is we are going to Snarl. Snarl Rock Slide? Who do I have? I have Moltres. So if they have Venusaur I think we're like solid because they aren't gonna dot me. Okay, here's what I think we do. We snarl. If we get parried here, that's really bad. But I think we just Stomping Tantrum Torkoal, right? Okay, but Torkoal uses Protect, of course. Of course. Zing Zap, getting that Spectre Air out. Okay, but that's okay because we're going to get Grim in here. Do I want Grim? I guess I could go Moltres right now. We want Moltres in the back because they're about to bring in... Alright, we're going to Light Screen. Do I want to Rock Slide is my question because we can flinch them and it's still a super effective move. And neither of these are stab. 75. Yeah, but we could miss. Is the other thing. Do you have anything to swap into now that Zapdos is gone? Yeah, they could go Thundurus. We have to Rock Slide. If they brought Thundy and not Venusaur, that would be the play, right? Yeah. Alright, well, here we go. Yeah, okay. And then, who is it? Okay, Venusaur. Totally cool. That's interesting though, because you're swapping Venusaur in on a ground move. They probably just are trying to save Torkoal for the end game here, right? Because now we get to bring Moltres in after getting a Light Screen up. Also, I don't think that we would have moved before Torkoal, right? We probably would have flinched. Okay, but now we know they have no resists, right? So what we can do here, they're going to Zing Zap, right? So we're going to Protect. And then we're going to Stomping Tantrum Togedemaru. Not holding an Air Balloon, right? Oh my gosh. I have Air Balloon... I was about to say Air Balloon PTSD, but honestly that's... I don't like making light of PTSD. I have trauma from being Air Ballooned so many times. And you have to pay attention at the beginning of the match, which I always do, and then I forget. Yeah, so two things. Two-step process. You got to pay attention at the beginning of the map, and you have to remember. All right, here we go. So we got our Protect off over here, so they can't Zing Zap. But they Zing Zap Metagross, of course, because they crit me. Well, that's just how, that's Pokemon. That's Pokemon. Alright, well, there's nothing you can do about that. You're gonna crit me through, all my defense boosts and Light Screen and all that good stuff. Because Zing Zap's physical, right? Alright, well, that's just how that goes. That's just how that goes. Good game, Ken. Alright, well, honestly, I'm kind of glad, because we are definitely going to be switching teams up here. I'm definitely not feeling this in Master Ball anymore. Definitely going to go into something with a couple more modes. I feel like there's only like one good mode on this team. I mean, there's two, but Moltres is super underwhelming right now. There's just way too many electric types running around. What could I have done differently there? Not get crit, obviously. I could have got that Togedemaru off the board sooner. Should have Max Quaked it. Well, anyway, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. Question of the day, leave it down in the comments, is what is your favorite generation of Pokemon? For me, I am a Gen 1er, and it's not because of the games, it's just because of my love for the character design of the original 151. I think that they absolutely nailed it so much, and it's not that I don't like future generations. I actually really like future generations, but Gen 1 just really, you know, it hits it hits me right in the heart every time. You know, I love those mods. So yeah, let me know what your favorite generation of all time in Pokemon is down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Leave a like on the video, it really helps me out. You can subscribe to my Twitch channel, the link will be down below as well, where I'll be streaming all kinds of different Pokemon content, including Nuzlocke content, Showdown content, VGC, and also other Pokemon related things like playing Pokemon characters and Smash Bros and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in today, guys, and I'll catch you guys later.